This is Adrienne, also known as Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside.com. And I'm coming back to finish these readings for this Cancer full moon. And I had started it, but I talked a lot about the Cancer full moon, and I felt like it was getting too long, and I had 8 more signs to go, and I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be way too long. So, I want to make it so I can edit it, and if it's too long, it's hard to edit. So we're going to go ahead with this and start here. And the sign that we're going to be starting with is the sign of Scorpio. Now, Scorpio, I'm excited for you. I'm going to tell you why. Because we're talking about a full moon in Cancer, and Cancer trines Scorpio. It's a natural trine. That you're both water signs. You understand each other perfectly. And so I feel like this is going to be a situation where it's going to be beneficial to Scorpio in some way. I feel like this is a lucky moon. It's one of the lucky moons for Scorpio. And in this case, this is going to be happening in your 9th house. The 9th house is the house of education, religion, law, politics, legalities, government, religion. Did I say that? Spirituality, God, prayer, in-laws, long distance travel, because it's all foreign, all things abroad. Okay. Also higher education and what is it, like big book publishing, like when you're publishing big books, like major books, not magazines or anything like that, or periodicals, but like a major publishing deal could happen for Scorpios when the moon is full there. So anything like that, it's really the higher level of education, learning, that type of thing. It's very intelligent. I always say that anytime we're dealing with the 9th house, we're dealing with someone who wants to be right. And we're dealing with a higher level of intelligence. This is normally the house of Sagittarius, and they are known for being very dogmatic. And what I mean by that is once they have a principle, an ideal or idea of how things or how they think life should be, they really stick to that principle. They don't really waver very much. And I feel like some Scorpios are going to be in that mindset right now. So if it's about politics, that's the way you're going to be about politics. If it's about religion, that's the way you're going to be about religion. If it's about education, that's the way you're going to be about education. I hope you're following me. And travel too. So I want you to be careful with that, because you don't want to get too rigid or stuck in anything with travel. You got to be flexible in travel, especially if there's problems with connections and things like that. So I could see it causing a problem if you become inflexible. And the good thing is Cancer is a cardinal sign. And cardinal signs usually have a little bit more flexibility than fixed signs. So you're a fixed sign. You're the one who might become inflexible, but the emotions hopefully will remain fluid. And it's just depending. In this case, I feel like, what is it that you're putting your emotions into, right? Because I've seen so many people get emotionally unbalanced over the election. I hate even bringing this up, because these next 2 weeks are going to coincide with the inauguration, or lack thereof, if anything should block it. But we're in that 2 week period right now, because the 19th is 8 days away. So, or the 20th is 9 days away. So it's where we are. So I want some Scorpios to be very cautious about where they're expending their energy. I don't know if expending too much energy in this area, especially if it has something to do with that, is a good idea. So make sure that if this is about education, like maybe you're taking a course, you're going back to school, you've got maybe you're giving a training or you're receiving a training or you're traveling or you're coming back from traveling. I mean, any of those things could be the scenario. But I'm also thinking about the legality. It's such a legal house. It could be spirituality. It could be. I feel like a lot of people are having spiritual experiences. I've been saying that I feel like we're on a parallel reality. We're in a different timeline. I really feel like we jumped timelines. I feel like it was done purposefully. And I feel like it's disrupted things. I believe that's why the California fires happened. This wouldn't have happened in our other timeline. If it would have happened before. I mean, Hollywood didn't just get there. It's been there for over 100 years. Think about it. We've never had it happen in over 100 years. So we're on a different timeline. There can be multiple timelines. But sometimes especially if this was a forceful push, I feel like it could be causing trouble. And this might be the first sign of it. Keep your eyes open. Like, for instance, there's an entirely new river, or ocean, I kid you not, being created in Africa right now. Right now, it's happening. They've confirmed it. It's real. A real new ocean is being created right now in Africa. I guess it's going to split up the continent, which is the largest continent of all the continents. But it's interesting, right? This has never happened. So this is a completely different timeline. This would not have happened on our other timeline. Otherwise, it would have happened in the 1,000-year history that we've been recording, or 2,000-year history we've been recording. We're in a different timeline. We're in a parallel universe. I believe that. Scorpio may also believe that. See, Scorpio is very mystical and very aware and in tune of things like that. And you may have been saying this already, Scorpio, or feeling this, Scorpio, and other people may not have understood what you were saying or what you're getting at, because Scorpios tend to be a little woo-woo, like myself. But then I got Scorpio in the midheaven, so that's why I'm a little woo-woo. But this 2-week period may really come up against your dogma. It may really come up against your mindset, your religion, the way you think about everything, things like equality and government and politics and law and parallel universes, everything. So I want you to be aware of this because it's a full moon. It's trying you. It's positive. It's not a negative experience for you, Scorpio, because it's a trine. And Capricorn itself is a sextile. It's actually very positive. I want you to be open to these things because it is positive. So maybe you'll get an insight or an understanding because Scorpios are so deep, right? So maybe you'll go deeper than most people can. You'll get this understanding of this higher world, this higher reality that other of us, we may not necessarily see it. Like, I can talk it. Okay, I can go into it. I know how to go into other realities. But not everyone can, and I don't want to go into that too much. But you, Scorpio, may know how to do that and not even been trained. Scorpios are very mystic. And mystical is another great word for this moment for you, Scorpio, because the moon is always mystical, but the moon is our emotion. So there's going to be a lot of emotion in this area. If it's education, then it's education. Like I can see this for some, I'm going to give a scenario because I can see this. A couple of scenarios. One scenario I see for Scorpio. You're younger, and because I saw it in my mind, and everyone's going back to school because it's time. Spring break is, or Christmas break is over. And you're either having trouble with traveling, getting back to school, or you're having trouble with money, paying for school, because, that might have been something you've been dealing with. Or it's an issue with school. Maybe you're going back to school. I just sense for some young people, this is about education, maybe college, maybe just school in general. For older people, I just keep thinking it's politics. Like some of you Scorpios have gotten really caught up into politics. And I think there's been some disappointment, or you got what you wanted, but it's still, it's time to settle down and get into reality now, that part. So it could be either or. So it could be that. It could just be religion. There's been a lot of people becoming extremely religious because they believe we're headed into Armageddon, that we're in the last days. And more so than ever before. And I've heard that for years, but really now. And it's a combination of things that are creating this mindset, but these fires are not helping because that looks like the gate of hell opened. And so I feel like some Scorpios are really aware of the underworld and of little nuances like that. And you might be picking up on something. I would be so interested if any Scorpios that hear this to share with me whatever input or voices or whatever you're getting, because I just have a feeling that some Scorpios are getting in these transmissions that are out of this world. Like, wow, wow. And I feel like over the next 2 weeks, you're going to be picking up some transmissions that are out of this world, like spiritual 2.0, right? You're going to be feeling it. Just know that. I mean, and if it's something in your life that is just overwhelming, because I can imagine, let's say if you're someone in California in those fires, this might be the time where spirituality in general takes a very important place in your life. A lot of prayer, maybe a lot of help from the spiritual or religious organizations, stuff like that. So just be aware. I just kind of sense that for some Scorpios, okay? Anyway, this has been Adrienne, Capricorntigress of astrologyalookInside.com. And if you haven't already done so, please take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video. The more you share my videos, the more people know I exist and that I do astrology readings. Also, I do professional readings. And if you would like to get one, I invite you to get one with me. You can do that by going to our website, which is astrologyalookinside.com, and going to the shop. That's astrologyalookinside.com, and then going to the shop. Or you can order, schedule your actual appointment directly by going to the app Calendly. That's calendly.com/astrologyalookinside. Again, it's calendly.com/astrologyalookinside. Okay. Much love, much light, many blessings to you, Scorpio. And I hope this resonated with you. I really do. Much love to you. Bye. Okay, so we are now up to the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius. And I always tell you guys this, but I want to remind you again that in Eastern astrology, I am a double Sagittarius. Now, in Western astrology, I am a double Capricorn because I'm born January 5th, but for some reason I've tested it. In Hindu astrology, I'm a double Sagittarius, and it is just the weirdest thing to me. But let's look at where the planets are going to be affecting you. The emphasis for Sagittarius is going to be in the eighth house. It's funny because I just did Scorpio, and Scorpio is going to have their emphasis in the ninth house, right? And I feel like you guys have interchanged houses here for a moment. So I'm going to tell you almost the same thing I told Scorpio, which is, first of all, I feel like you're going to have a very powerful mystical experience, Sagittarius, because the eighth house is deep. The eighth, I think the ninth house is deep because the ninth house is the God house, and people have their spiritual awakenings and whatnot when it comes to the ninth house. But the eighth house is deeper than that. The eighth house is the house of Hades, the underworld, the darkness. It goes deep into the psyche of the person. And speaking of going deep into the psyche, we're going to be looking at a full moon in Cancer going through that eighth house over the next 2 weeks. And a full moon in Cancer is the most emotional of all of the full moons. So there, and I'm scared because I'm a double Sag, and I am worried about this. Money. The eighth house is money. Now, the eighth house can be sex too. And maybe some Saggies are going to, have an emotional, I would say earth shaking experience in the area of sex. I'm just saying it is possible here with this moon in Cancer in the eighth house. So emotional. That's not just regular sex. That's sex with a deep emotion or passion connected to it. It's a highly emotional moment. Cancer is really emotional. Now, now negatively, if it's sex done in a negative way, and I don't even want to go into the potential possibilities for that. But that, I mean, when sex is emotional, especially if someone's been molested or, raped, that I want Sagittarius to be really careful. The eighth house is a very packed, dynamic, but it's a dark house, very dark. And you have to be ready for whatever darkness that might uh, be a part of things, because I'm hoping it doesn't. I'll tell you why I'm thinking positively about it, because the eighth house is the natural house of Scorpio, and Scorpio trines Cancer. And I just feel like Cancer knows how to handle itself when it's in its cousin's home. That's just the way I feel. Now, I do feel like it'll be emotional, but I think it'll be a good emotion, maybe for Saggy, especially if you have not had an emotional connection with anyone for a long time. It might be fearful to have this emotional connection to somebody, but it is not necessarily bad. Also, the eighth house rules your partner's income, your partner's wealth. You might have a partner who is either wealthy or dealing with wealth, or money is there somehow. The eighth house also deals with money and wealth. I always say that the second house deals with money and the eighth house deals with wealth, like real big money. That's like insurance, annuities, taxes. And I just feel like some Saggies have to deal with tax issues, that investments, 401ks, insurance policies, even burials and stuff like that, because the eighth house is also death, rules that as well. But it's also a deep house because it rules our psychology, our psyche. It also rules therapists and psychologists and psychiatrists as well. I always think when you think about the movie, The Silence of the Lambs, the movie, I always thought of the whole movie, Silence of the Lambs, as a eighth house movie. One, because Hannibal Lecter was a killer, and, that's pretty obvious, and the darkness of the people she was profiling, but also because she was a psychologist in a way, right? She was a detective, but she was deeply probing in what she was doing. She was evaluating him. She was profiling him. So that was a very eighth house movie. And if you want to know what the eighth house is about, watch Silence of the Lambs. It's dark, it's deep, it's got all the psychological things going on, and that's very eighth house. And so that could be something that it could be at play, but I do think it might have something to do more with sex or with money in general, and more than death and that type of deep uh, thing. I would be careful though, Sag. I mean, I'm not saying that's in your cards. I'm just saying be careful. Anytime the moon is full in your eighth house, that's not the time to be stupid about serious things like money, wealth, taxes, death. I said that and it popped at the moment. I just happen to know that is my salmon cooking in the oven, so it didn't scare me, but the sound scared me. That was just weird. Okay, so anyway, I was just going to leave on that. Sag, I tell you what, if you don't have one, maybe you need someone you can talk to, and because this can also indicate that. And I want you to know I am someone that you can talk to. Well, and I mean, I'm a life coach, and I'm also an astrologer and a healer. And so I invite you, Sagittarius, to reach out to me. You might need a healer or an astrologer or a life coach or a psychic, and I can help you with all of those. So reach out to me, and you can find me at astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrology, a look inside.com. Go to our shop, and there's a variety of different things I offer there. Get what you want. Or you can just schedule your own appointment by going to Calendly, the Calendly app. Just go to calendly.com/astrology a look inside. That's calendly.com/astrology a look inside. Okay. And schedule whatever appointment you like there. Okay. So, oh, and if I haven't already said so, please take a moment to like this video. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. I've been telling people to share these videos so people know I exist. I don't even know if people know I exist. And if you came across me, I'm grateful to you, but I would love it if you can share it so other people can find me too. So yeah, definitely subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I'm going live, when I'm uploading new videos, and share the video, like the video, and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you guys and how some of what I'm talking about is resonating. Okay. Much love to you, Sagittarius, by the way, and happy 2025 to you. So we're going to move on to the next sign. And the next sign is, well, my sign, and that is the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. I feel like I need to just take a break and let me just take a moment here. Let me just wave the cellulite wand. I just feel like some of us need this cellulite. This is for clearing. I feel like some Capricorns, just want to make sure I'm in the right spot. Some Capricorns need a clearing. I really feel like it went that way. Might need a clearing. For whatever reason, right? For whatever it is you're going through, you've been through, you survived 2024, we're now in 2025. I applaud you for getting this far in life. You are a warrior, Capricorn. We are the mountain goat. We climb those damn mountains, don't we? Okay? But we're now in 2025. And we've got to rid ourselves of all the gunk from the past. Oh, there's so much gunk. Oh, so much stuff we got to get rid of. So much stuff we got to get rid of, right? And so much new stuff we want to bring in. We want to bring in better things than we had before. Because what we had before was not enough. It just was not. We deserve better. We deserve better, don't we, Capricorn? We know we deserve better. We know we're worthy of better. And I'm going to take this moment, and I've said it, I've done it before, but I'm going to do it now with Capricorn before we go any further. Repeat after me. I am enough. I am enough. One more time. I am enough. And I deserve better. I deserve better. One more time. I deserve better. And we're going to put it all together. Okay, ready? And we're going to do it at least 3 times. Okay, here we go. I am enough and I deserve better. 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 Let me get my neck in it. Let me get the black neck. Let me get the neck. I am enough and I deserve better. Okay? I am enough and I deserve better. I am enough for everything. I'm enough for love. I am enough for money. I'm enough for success. I'm enough for my work. I'm enough for friendship. I'm enough for social media. I'm enough for my YouTube channel. I'm enough. Damn it. I'm enough. I'm enough and I deserve better. I deserve better. I deserve better. I deserve better. Keep saying it. I deserve better. Feel that. You feel that? You feel that, Capricorn? I deserve better. Do you know that they say that the main quote for Capricorn is I deserve better? And if you're a Capricorn and you're not hearing that in the back of your mind, I deserve better. You're not believing that somewhere, I deserve better. Or that you're enough. If you somehow, some way, have convinced yourself that you're either not enough or that you don't deserve better, this is for you. Okay? And if you have to, come back and listen to it a couple of times and tell yourself it over and over again until it finally sinks in that you are enough and you deserve better. You are enough and you do deserve better. There's nobody that is more deserving than you. This is your world. This is your life. This is your time. This is Capricorn season. This is about you. We're all on this earth to do whatever it is we're here to do. We all have our mission. We all have our potential. We all have our highest potential, which is our life, our life purpose, right? But we all deserve better. We all deserve the best. We all deserve to hit that highest level that can be hit within our horoscope chart. When I do horoscope readings for people, I tell them all the time, we are looking for your highest potential. That's why I don't care what you're in right now. You might be in all kind of stuff right now. I'm not concerned with you at your lowest. I want to see where we can take you. Can we get you higher than this? Can we get you out of that? This is why I'm a healer, because I like to heal and help people get out of these situations. Some people are born for greatness and don't know it. Some people have been born for greatness and can't feel it, don't know it, never been told it, can't see it, can't envision it, But sometimes somebody will sit down with you and they'll let you know what they see in your chart, and bam, it clicks. That's right. I am able to do that. I am talented in that way. I do deserve whatever, fill in the blank. I am as good as fill in the blank. Ain't nobody who's better than me. I'm as good as anyone else. I'm as deserving as anyone else. Goodness is mine just as well as anyone else's. I was born for success. I was born for this ambition. I was born to climb this mountaintop. I was born to be on top. Okay? Don't feel guilty for wanting to be on top, Capricorn. This is not the time for that. Let them be jealous of you. Let them watch you climb that mountaintop and then and wonder how they're going to do it. Hey, they got to get their own hooves. They got to get their own splinters in their feet. We done been through some ish to get up to the top. It ain't just happen overnight. Capricorns never, it doesn't ever come easy for a Capricorn. If you see Capricorn, any Capricorn too, you see a Capricorn standing on the top of something, or even a Capricorn rising. I swear, isn't Demi? I think Demi's a Sagittarius with Capricorn. She has something in Capricorn because I read it somewhere. Anyway, Demi just won herself an award after a long time. Never had one before. Took her forever. That's what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter how long it takes. If you get there, if you can get to that mountaintop, it doesn't matter if it takes forever. I'm older now. And I think I'm about to, in this year, do more crazy stuff than I've ever done in my entire life. But I'm down for it, because if it gets me to wherever it is I'm supposed to have gone in the first place, because it's my fault for being late. I'm late at everything. I feel like I was late in life. And some of you Capricorns are out there feeling that. You know, something I read once about Capricorn. Some Capricorns, we're not supposed to. I mean, I'm just not saying it's impossible. But of all the signs, we're the sign most likely to have our success later in life. I'm serious. Capricorn success usually comes after hard work and time. Time. Father time is all about Capricorn, Saturn. But it takes time. And a lot of Capricorns are born old, so they don't actually get young and energetic and able to do things until they're older. Crazy. I know, it's a strange thing. I've had it happen in my life. I mean, throughout my 20s and 30s and whatnot, I was just a lump of clay. I wasn't able to do much. I still don't do a lot, but I've lost a lot of weight. I move around now, and I feel like I've got more potential than I had at that time when I was like 500 pounds. You're not doing anything at 500 pounds. Uh, and I was in a wheelchair. So you might be a Capricorn who's been through a lot, right? We Capricorns go through it. People might look at me and go, "Oh my God, who does she use? She's so this, that, bop, 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 bop." And I'm like, you don't know what I've been through. I've been through everything, okay? I didn't just wake up like this. I created this. This is a part of my imagination. I became her. I worked to become her. Whoever I am or whoever I'm becoming, because I'm still becoming. We don't stop becoming because we get older. We're still becoming. But it didn't just happen. I had to make her. I had to create her. I had to work for her. And that is Saturn, and that is Capricorn. And Capricorn, the sun has been in our first house. And we just had the new moon in our first house. Now the full moon is going to be in Cancer, our seventh house. I can't even begin to explain what this could mean. This could mean a couple of things, but one of the things that I keep thinking is enemies. I just want Capricorns to be aware of it. I want you to be cautious. I don't want you to inspire any enemies. I want you to be aware that enemies are out there. There might be some people that just can't stand your guts for no good reason whatsoever, and it is not your fault, okay? But the enemies are out there. They're haters, okay? And this 2 week period coming up is where the haters are going to come out of the woodwork. If they don't like you, you might pick up over the next 2 weeks. They don't like you, okay? And you might find there's more people that don't like you than you imagined. Like you thought, hey, I thought I was tolerable. Not for everybody, okay? And I feel like for some of us Capricorns, especially someone like me, I'm a double Capricorn. Can you imagine being born with your sun on your ascendant? That's why I'm so in your face. I try to hide it, but then I'm just being fake. If I'm not going to just be myself and be me, then what's the use? What purpose does that serve? I'm sorry. It doesn't even matter if I don't get as popular as everybody else. I'm just going to be myself regardless because it doesn't feel good to be somebody else. It feels good to be me. Okay, that's what feels good. And I feel like one of the things that Abraham Hicks always tells us is that that's one of the reasons we're here to feel good. Capricorn, I want to remind you of that because we sometimes get so caught up in the struggle of whatever it is we're struggling with because we're always struggling with something, Capricorn. And sometimes we get so caught up in the struggle that we forget that we are here to feel good. That is our whole entire purpose for being in this incarnation as a spiritual being, is to feel good, is to experience happiness, joy, or just experience life in a positive way. It is possible for some Capricorns that just stop experiencing life and only experience the drudgery of this world. And I'm just asking you, begging you, Capricorn, please do not go into that, especially over the next 2 weeks when the sun, or excuse me, well, the sun is in your first house and the moon is in your seventh house. The enemies are there. This could be a great time, though, for you to do partnerships. And I'm talking all kind of partnerships. I'm saying like partnerships in business, working with other people, getting into actual partnerships with a potential like romantic partner or someone who actually wants to be with you in a committed or semi-committed relationship. Like it's your other one, your one. You might find your like soulmate all of a sudden and you're like, what? What's going on? Whatever it is, Capricorn, I want you to just be aware that it's about you and them. You and them. You and them. You and them. Okay? Whether it's in a relationship, enemies, friction, out of opposition, or you and them, you and someone in a partnership or a relationship, or at least talking about it, okay? Because that's where our moon is where our mind, our emotions are tied up in this area of othering. Capricorns are othering over the next couple of weeks. And I know some Capricorns do not other well. Are not good at othering, are we? We can hurt people sometimes. So I want Capricorns to be very, very, very cautious of their othering skills, being open to relationships, being open to your partner if you already have one, being good to them, okay? Because Cancer is also nurturing and caring and loving one up, that type of thing. So make sure you're getting some of that in there. And yeah, avoid all enemies, okay? Don't go toe to toe with the enemy, okay? Not when it's Cancer season, just or Cancer moon, full moon. That means the Cancer full moon is in its power, and I want Capricorn to just stay away from all that, okay? Stay away from that. But remember, you're deserving. You are enough. You are deserving, and whatever good that wants to come your way, you've earned it. You deserved it. You're deserving of it, okay? Good luck, Capricorn. So this has been Adrienne, also known as Capricorntigress of Astrology, A Look Inside. And if you haven't already done so, I hope you like this video. Like it now, like the video. And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you know when I'm going live. And share the video. And I've been asking people to share my videos because I want more people to know I exist here. I don't know how many people know I'm even here. So please share my video. Let people know about it. All your Capricorn friends, do share the video with them. Also, if you would like to get a actual professional reading, because this is just a general reading, it may apply to you, it might not. So if you like to get an actual professional reading that is based on your horoscope chart, you can get one from me. I actually do those. You can get one by going to the website at astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrologyalookinside.com. And you can and go to the shop. And you can also order a reading directly from Calendly and schedule it yourself. That way you can schedule a date and don't have to wait for me to get in touch with you. Just go to calendly.com/astrology a look inside. That's calendly.com/astrology a look inside. Well, I better go get my salmon, which I don't know if you can hear that beeping in the background, but I'm going to go get that. Much love to you, Capricorn. Happy Capricorn season to you, Capricorn. And beware during the full moon in Cancer, Capricorn. Much love to all my Capricorn brothers and sisters out there. Many blessings and happy 2025. Hello, hello. This is Adrienne, also known as Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside.com. And I am coming to do a reading, or not a reading so much as a review, astrology review for the sign of Aquarius. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what I believe is going to happen over the next few weeks for the sign of Aquarius, because Aquarius, you're going to be dealing with the Cancer full moon being in your sixth house. And the sixth house is a house that deals with our health, it deals with our work, it deals with our it's just like the things that we have to do, like our responsibilities in a way, the chores that we have to do every day, like feed the dog, wash the clothes, do the dishes, scrub the bathtub, whatever it is you have to do, those kind of things. And so you're dealing with that. You might also be dealing with looking at your diet, and how you've been taking care of yourself. So you might be looking at an exercise routine, maybe going to the gym, something like Dance Fit or something. You know what I mean? You're just trying to get yourself back into a good, healthy place, because this is all about feeling healthy. And as far as work, you might feel that you have to perhaps deal more with your coworkers or with the chores of your job, or whatever it is that you have to do. If not your health, then your work. Okay, it's one or the other, where a lot of the focus is going to be either health or work. But if it's work, then you're going to be dealing a lot with other people. Like they might have certain expectations that they want you to fill, like finish this report by XYZ date or something like that. So you might be under the pressure in that way. The moon is always emotional. Wherever the moon is where the emotion is. And in your case, it is in the sixth house. And the moon is going to be full in Cancer. It's the most emotional moon there is. And so I'm really want you to be careful about whatever you're doing in this sixth house. Like one of the things I just saw it in my mind. I want Aquarius rising people to be careful about when they're eating, not eating too richly. You know, I usually tell that to people who have a Venus going through the sixth house. But I feel like because we're talking about Cancer, and Cancer naturally rules food, Cancer rules food. And so I feel like the same message about food needs to be told to Aquarius. Like, just be careful about the food that you're eating and that you're not overdoing it, that you're watching your health, that you're not eating like emotionally, because I just, it just gives off emotional eater. That's just what, you know, Cancer in the sixth house full, can right? So I'm just thinking, oh, emotional eater here, emotional eater. Be careful about that, and watch how you're eating, what you're eating. Plan out your meals if you can, maybe. Take care of your health. Just basically, that's the message. Take care of your health. And if it's about people you're working with or having to deal with, use empathy and care when you're dealing with others at work or in any kind of work partnership. Try to be empathetic to others, because I don't, you know, we're all going through something and they might be going through something. So you want to just be mindful of that. I think when Cancer is in the sixth house, it can make you like the nurse at work, you know, the Mary Sunshine at work, the person that brings in the donuts and the coffee, and they're taking care of people and giving little mini therapy shit sessions in their office. So you might be doing that too, Aquarius. You might suddenly find that you've got more people that reach out to you that need your help. And because a Cancer moon is very emotional and it's very caring and giving. And I just sense that you might maybe even work in a profession, like a life coach, or like myself, even an astrologer, where you're offering this care or nurturing or understanding to other people. And that might be the work you do. That might be part of the work that you have to do over the next couple of weeks, is to offer more care and nurturing and comfort to other people in your work, in the work that you do. As far as the people you work with, try to be understanding to them, because I just feel like, I don't know why, I just sense that that's something that's going to be a big deal. You see, Aquarius falls in Cancer's eighth house. And that is a house that deals with like psychology and deep hidden things. So people might want to come to you with their secrets or something like that. And I'm just saying, you know, if people do come to you with their secrets, keep their secrets, first of all, don't tell their secrets. But be a comfort to them. You know, they're coming to you because they trust you. And be that person that they can trust, that they know that, hey, they're not going to tell my secret. I can trust them with my secret. They know what they're doing. Also, I think that this could indicate that the work that you do, Aquarius, could lead to money. I could see money coming from something Aquarius is doing. What are you doing? Whatever it is, I think it could lead to money, Aquarius. So that's a good sign. That's a very good vibe, okay? That this, whatever you're doing could possibly lead to your increased income. Okay, that's good to know that money could be coming. But I think it's all through work. Everything is going to become through coming through your work. And of course, if your health ain't right, ain't nothing right. So make sure you take care of your health. Make sure you take care of your you, because if you've got to be healthy in order to help other people. If you can't help yourself, how are you going to help anybody else? So take care of yourself, okay, Aquarius? All right. So this has been my special message for Aquarius. And I hope that that resonated for some Aquariuses, and that it, you know, that it hit home. But I do think this is going to be the area of concern. So you know, take care of you and your work. Okay. Much love to your Aquarius. Okay. Now, before you go, I just want to ask you to do a couple of things. One, like this video. If you've gotten this far, like it. Like the video. Also, share the video. One of the things I've been telling people is to share my videos because I don't know if people even know I exist here. So do share the video so people know I'm here. The other thing is to subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell so you know when I'm going live. Subscribe to the channel and you'll know when I'm uploading videos or going live here and stuff like that, okay? Also, if you would like to get a professional reading, I do those. Because this was just a general reading for all Aquarius, and I might have hit or missed, I don't know. But if you would like to get a professional reading where I look at your horoscope chart, give your reading based on your horoscope chart, then you can go to my website, which is astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrologyalookinside.com, and go to our shop. Now, also, you can get it at Calendly, the Calendly app. Go to calendly.com/astrology a look inside. That's calendly.com/astrology a look inside. And you can order your reading there, or courses or classes or whatever I'm offering, okay? So much love, Aquarius. I hope that everything goes great with your work, everything goes great with your health, that you can be trusted with anybody's secret. Or maybe you need to go see a psychiatrist or therapist to tell your secret. So maybe you need to come see me if you need an astrologer, maybe. I don't know, something like that. Okay. Either way, much love to you. Happy 2025. Happy January 2025. And may all of 2025 be a great year for you Aquariuses, because it's almost Aquarius season. It's coming up. Okay. Much love to you. Bye. So hello, hello. I am about to do the next sign, and the next sign is the sign of Pisces. Pisces. Hello, Pisces. So a Pisces, I wanted to do you on a separate video because I'm like, this video is getting too long. But then I'm thinking, no, because I wanted to do this one now because Pisces, this is going to be a great moon for you. Oh, yeah. This moon, this Cancer moon is going to be in your fifth house. It is a full Cancer moon. That is a very emotional moon. It's the most emotional moon of all the emotional moons there could be. And it's going to be in your fifth house. Now, that could be your children. That could be love and romance. That could be you taking a chance, you gambling on something that you really want. But it is really a time of you, Pisces, just exploring your creativity and your joy and your happiness and doing something that makes you feel good and makes you feel creative. And some Pisces might even get pregnant, like, because it is a creative time. And a lot of times children are born when the moon is full in the fifth house. I think I got pregnant when the moon was full. Anyway, my daughter was born with a fifth house, sun, moon, and Mercury. But I'm telling you, when the moon is in the fifth house, it can create pregnancy. So if that's not something you want, you need to be really cautious. Take all precautions because that could crop up 9 months from now. Yeah. The other thing, like I said, it's a house. The fifth house is a house of taking chances and gambling. I don't, Pisces doesn't often take chances or gamble on anything. I also don't know how much Pisces takes chances or gambles on love. Pisces is one of those signs that reminds me of like I'm a Capricorn, and my progressed sun is in Pisces. And I feel like, well, Capricorn in particular, we're very cautious. And I think that Pisces is somewhat cautious too. Pisces tends to use their emotions when they make their decisions. And so they go by feeling, like what it feels like. Does it feel good? Does it feel bad? Does it feel right? Does it, that type of thing. And maybe in a relationship or a love connection or potential, maybe you're just flirting because the fifth house is more flirting and romance than it is stability. That's the seventh house. But maybe you're getting this vibe like you're not sure, or you want to flirt with this person, or you are maybe during this time because the moon is full, and it's hard to resist when the moon is full, no matter where it is. But when it's in the fifth house and love or romance or flirting is involved, it gets hard to say no when your emotions are involved and you start feeling this vibe like, oh, this could be the one, or, they make you feel good. And so some Pisces might be going through that experience where the romance is high. Like you might be dating or just on the phone a lot with this person, emailing each other, chatting up each other, making plans with each other, all the romance, just full stop, non-stop romance is possible. Is that what you want? Because if that's what you want, Pisces, you can make that happen. I just want you to know that, because sometimes we get the vibe like we can't have love, or we can't do romance, or there's no one who would want us, or whatever it is you're telling yourself. But this is a moment in time when romance is highly, potentially predictable in your life. Like you may walk out your door and meet someone, and that is your one. If you don't already have your one, if you have your one, stoke up the romance, bring back the romance. If you let romance die, if you've been walking around looking like Mom's Mabley, y'all might be too young for that. Anyway, a hobo or a bag lady, fix that so they can see you beautiful again, so they can stoke those fires again, the romance again, and feel a passion to be with you again. There's nothing worse than feeling like you're not wanted or loved. And I feel like when the moon is full in the fifth house, it's a time for you to feel wanted and loved. This is all about love. It's all about love. I don't know where you're getting the love from, but wherever it comes from, accept it. Accept it, embrace it, revel in it. This is love time, okay? It could be the love of your children. Fifth house is children too. If you're not making one, you might already have some, and those children might be in the forefront of everything over the next couple of weeks, because it's the fifth house. It's the time when you're thinking about your kids, and just love them. Love them. This is all about love. The fifth house to me is one of my favorite houses because it is just about the happiness and joy that you can create in this lifetime. It's just about having a good time. It's the natural house of Leo. So it's the house of shining and feeling that you are a star, or that you have the potential to do something that's worthy, like courageous, and like you're a princess or a someone important, a VIP. I always call this the VIP house. So you might feel like you're a VIP during this time, but I do feel like it's really about love. It's about expressing romance and flirting and dating, and I don't know, just, if you can, hugging and kissing and all the sweet things that romance brings. So I hope you get to experience that. Okay. I want to say that in the house of Cancer, that like your emphasis of Pisces is in the ninth house. So this might be a very spiritual time too, Pisces, where you're using maybe some intuition to even know about this romantic partner. Maybe you might bump into someone and just get a vibe like, oh my gosh, that's my one. and then take it from there. But and this could be someone that you meet, like at school, if you're in school, or church or religion, some kind of religious event, or political event, or government or legal event, or traveling, education, like higher, like publishing. You might be doing some kind of seminar or webinar or something, and there it is. So I just want you to be aware of that. Be open to love, be open to romance, be open to loving your children if you don't have them, the potential for children, all of those things, gambling, taking a chance, play the lotto, do all those things over the next few weeks, okay? And may you have a beautiful couple of weeks, Pisces, okay? Much love to you. So this has been Adrienne. I am Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside.com. And I invite you to go by our website, astrologyalookinside.com. Go to our shop, and there you can see all the different things I offer. And if you would like to get a professional reading with me, because I do offer those, feel free to go there and get yourself, order a professional reading there at the website. Or you can go to our Calendly, and you can find out more by going to calendly.com/astrology a look inside. That's calendly.com/astrology a look inside. You can order whatever reading or course or class that you want there. I've got several options. But the good thing about Calendly is that you can schedule it in yourself, and I don't have to be involved in that. So I wanted to give you that option. Also, if you've gotten this far and you're still here, I want to ask you to like this video. Please like the video and share the video if you can, so more people know that I'm here and that I exist and that I'm an astrologer. And also subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, so you know when I'm going live, but do subscribe to the channel, okay? So much love, much light, many blessings to you, Pisces. Hope this resonated with you, and happy 2025 to you, okay? Many blessings.